From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning, folks. We got a lot of active weather to talk about. We could have up around 2 feet of snow for our mountain passes through 4 p.m. on Friday, and then maybe another 2 feet of snow, this time specifically for our Cascade passes from the back half of the weekend through the first half of next week, and then several gusty days on the horizon, but we're circling Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday as being the gustiest of the bunch. Okay, so just to reiterate, First Alert weather days in place through 4 p.m. on Friday because of snowfall we're anticipating for mountain passes. It's just looking like a mess out there for this morning on First Alert radar. The rainfall is starting to accrue right now for the lower Columbia Basin for the Bluefoot. It's still rainfall for both for mountain ranges, but we're expecting that transition to snow coming up here pretty shortly. It feels kind of weird out there this morning. It's only 47 for the Tri-Cities, 49 for Walla Walla. So just a very strange feel out there. You'll still need some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door. Maybe a raincoat necessary in the Tri-Cities. Our best chances for rainfall going to be in the morning, but after that, we'll still hang on to some decent chances for showers. In general, the wettest locations today going to be the Basin and the foothills, breezy across the map. A lot more to talk about in regards to that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest at 6 a.m., fire crews in Boardman are preparing for what could be a challenging wildfire season. This morning, we will show you how they are training and monitoring risks to protect lives and property. Plus, Richland is considering adding more speed and red light cameras to improve safety, where cameras could go and how officials hope it will reduce crashes. Plus, Washington has launched a new litter campaign starring a puppet marmot. We will see how this little guy is encouraging residents to keep parks, rivers, and neighborhoods clean. That and more coming up right now as Good Morning Northwest starts at 6 right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Great to see you at 6:03, almost 10 seconds away. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Happy Hump Day. We made it to the middle of the week. It's Wednesday, March the 4th. I am Austin Reed. Jade Elliott is off. All right, let's get to your headlines. We begin this morning in Fire Watch. This as firefighters are calling a large grass fire near Echo, the first wildfire of the 2026 season. Shortly before 6:30 Monday night, crews with Boardman Fire and Rescue District were called out to a rural property just about 5 miles west of Echo, where they found a fast-moving grass fire burning away from nearby buildings. Firefighters contained the blaze to about 150 acres.
So winds were about 6 miles out of the south. Fire was blowing north-northwest. The fire itself wasn't hard to handle. It was a slow-moving fire due to the high relative humidity and recent rains that we've had.
No injuries were reported, no structures damaged. The fire, believed to be accidental, drew help from Madison Ranches and the Morrow County Sheriff's Office. We are following up this morning in Pasco, where police have determined the cause of death for a man found in a car submerged at Chiawana Park last Friday. Authorities are now ruling the death as a homicide. This comes after police initially investigated the case as a homicide to ensure all possibilities were thoroughly reviewed. The man, identified as Jason Watts, a suicide, I should say, was investigated as a suicide. The man was identified as Jason Watts, who was on trial in Franklin County on child molestation and rape charges. Police say they worked with the Franklin County Coroner's Office to confirm that Watts died from cold water drowning. Well, in Richland, City Council is considering expanding automated traffic enforcement in the city. During a recent workshop meeting, council members heard a detailed presentation about potentially adding more speed and red light cameras across Richland. Staff explained that recent changes in state law have expanded opportunities for cities to use automated traffic enforcement, particularly for speeding and stoplight violations. City leaders say the goal is to reduce crashes and improve driver behavior, especially in high traffic and pedestrian-heavy areas. Officials also shared data from other Washington cities showing significant reductions in speeding and repeat offenses after cameras were installed.
Not always feasible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so despite their best efforts, they can't be everywhere. And so this gives us another opportunity or tool to use and to reinforce and enforce the traffic laws.
Council members say the discussion is ongoing and no final decision has been made on whether additional cameras will be installed. Almost to 6:05 now across the state, the Washington State Court of Appeals has ruled the Attorney General's office can move forward with its investigation into whether the Catholic Church used charitable funds to cover up allegations of child sex abuse. The unanimous decision overturns a lower court ruling and allows a state-issued subpoena to stand, clearing the way for the investigation to continue. Governor Bob Ferguson, who launched the probe while serving as Attorney General, called the ruling an important win for transparency. In a statement, he urged church leaders to reflect on the decision and stop fighting the investigation. Now to making a difference, the state of Washington is rolling out a new ad campaign aimed at cutting down on litter, and it features an unusual spokesperson. The Washington Department of Ecology has launched a new We Keep Washington Litter-Free commercial. It's designed to stop litter before it hits the ground. The ads focus on the split-second decision people make when they're about to throw something away, especially when no one else is around. The campaign this year features a marmot puppet, Washington's official endemic mammal, acting as a person's conscience. State leaders say while millions of pounds of litter are cleaned up each year, prevention, that's key.
I honestly think that it's pretty great. It's really cute, gets the point across, but I do think that the whole campaign is a great idea. We should be reducing littering.
Yeah, I think it's great. We have too much litter. We need to clean it up.
The campaign will also partner with minor league baseball teams across the state, including the Tri-City Dust Devils, this spring to hand out free reusable car litter bags. All right, your time now, 6:07. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, overnight, a wave of new attacks across the Middle East as U.S. Central Command confirming a major troop surge in the region. Now, more than 50,000 American service members are deployed. Coming up, the escalating strikes, the growing concerns over missile stockpiles, and what commanders are saying about the scale of this conflict. And let's go outside, a live picture from our Skycam network. This is in Richland, overlooking the Columbia River. The sun is getting ready to rise. If you are heading out the door this morning, a quick reminder, we do have a traffic alert for drivers. This is still in the Hermiston area, US 395 at milepost 5.5. A crash has occurred. There's some minimal delays to traffic, so just to prepare to slow or move over for worker safety. Other than that, no problems on the roadways. Stay with us as we are on your side.
You got 4 days, and 4 days only to save like never before.
During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row.
That's 4 days to save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Best of all, buy now, pay later, with 0 interest and no down payment.
But hurry, the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
If you use opioids like fentanyl, you need to be ready for the possibility of an overdose. For starters, communicate. If you're using alone, ask someone you trust to check on you. Stay accessible. Be sure people can get to you if you need help. And start with a small dose, especially if it's been a while. The short version, plan ahead, stay safe. You're worth the effort. More tips at preventoverdosewa.org/safety tips.
71st anniversary savings continue at Buy Mart. Join our membership family through March 9th and we'll give you a free Buy Mart bucket with goodies. 12 packs of Shasta or LaCroix or buy two, get one free. PMC's 223 20-count ammo is just $8. Jumbo 6 packs of annuals or vegetables are $3.79 each. Plus save $5 on Casseron granules. Now just $24.99. Members find even more savings in store with our extra member discounts only at Buy Mart.
Life's better when you're under our roof, because we're as committed to protecting your dreams as you are to taking care of them and teaching the next generation.
Looking good.
Bundle home and auto and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Don't put up with rotten sleep. During the 4-day super sale at Denver Mattress, everything is on sale, like the Summit Queen, now only $332.49. And best of all, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend and score free shipping.
Kick that rotten sleep to the curb, only at Denver Mattress.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have a lot of breezy / gusty weather on the way over the next 7 days, but the days that jump off the page would be Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, as some of our microclimates could see gusts up around 45 to 50 miles per hour. So for today, the strongest wind gust going to be in the Kittitas Valley, 45 miles per hour. For tomorrow, a little bit closer to 50 miles per hour. Now, into Sunday and Monday, these are more so preliminary estimates of what we could see, but we're thinking once again up around 40 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, and then a little bit closer to 45 miles per hour by the time we get to Monday. Winds can ebb, they can flow. To see hour-by-hour wind gusts for your exact home address, you can download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, winds also a factor when it comes to this. Avalanche danger is still considerable for Cascade Slopes for both today and tomorrow. So for today, you see pretty much nothing, in fact, nothing but orange on the map. That means level 3 out of 5. Avalanche danger, which is considerable. And then for tomorrow, this is tomorrow's avalanche danger, a copy-paste forecast. So just to define once again what considerable avalanche danger is, it means natural avalanches are possible. Human-triggered avalanches are likely. There's a wide variety of the kinds of sizes and distributions of avalanches we can see. We saw an avalanche over the weekend at Stevens Pass, so this is definitely in play. We're not crying wolf here. You have to evaluate the snowpack very carefully. You have to find your routes very cautiously, and you have to make very conservative decision making over the next couple days at least up in the backcountry. Okay, this is also a factor in all of that. Fresh powder for the mountains, which we really need. We'll time it out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. 6:13 is your time. Around the world we go. This is more missiles and drones rain down across the Middle East as the war on Iran enters day 5. We now know the names and faces of some of the American troops killed in Kuwait, all from an Army Reserve unit in Des Moines, Iowa. It comes as U.S. forces and allies in the region remain on high alert. This morning, we turn to ABC News' Marcus Moore in Doha with the latest.
Overnight, a wave of new attacks in the Middle East as U.S. Central Command reveals more than 50,000 U.S. troops are now in the region, up from 35,000 previously reported. And now we're seeing the faces of some of the first American casualties of this war in Iran. Captain Cody Cork, Sergeant First Class Nicola Moore, Sergeant First Class Noah Tegens, and Sergeant Declan Cody, all from an Army Reserve unit in Des Moines, Iowa. They were among 6 Americans killed after an Iranian drone hit a tactical operations center in Kuwait. The U.S. commander in the Middle East now sharing in-depth details about the ongoing U.S. operations.
Many of you may remember the shock and awe strikes of 2003. The first 24 hours of this operation were nearly double the scale. We've already struck nearly 2,000 targets with more than 2,000 munitions.
Iran now escalating attacks on American interests in the region. An Iranian drone slamming into the U.S. consulate in Dubai. The U.S. Embassy in Jordan also targeted. An Iranian missile hitting the largest U.S. base in the Middle East in Qatar. No injuries reported. Now questions are being raised about the amount of artillery on both sides of the conflict. Military officials say it takes 2 or 3 interceptors to shoot down one ballistic missile. And experts predict Iran has a stockpile of more than 2,000. That's fueling concern that Iran's supply of cheap drones could exhaust the multi-million-dollar interceptor systems of the U.S. and its allies.
Marcus Moore with ABC News there. As the conflict intensifies overseas and the number of American casualties rise, the political battle is also heating up here at home. With no clear end in sight, the U.S. Senate could vote as early as today on a war powers resolution aimed at halting military actions in Iran. The vote is expected to be close. Most Democrats support limiting President Trump's authority, while nearly all Republicans are expected to back broad executive powers. Stay with Apple Valley News Now, on air and online, as we continue to follow the developments both overseas and on Capitol Hill. 6:16 is your time. Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has your full midweek first alert weather forecast. As we look outside, live picture from our Richland Skycam, thanks to the Legends Casino and Hotel. A quick reminder, we have a crash on Highway 395 in Hermiston. Also, getting reports about a disabled vehicle on I-84 eastbound. That's the intersection with Pendleton and John Day Highway 395. It is creating hazards, so watch for delays there. Other than that, traffic moving fine across our region. Stay with us as we are on your side.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers, so switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
Our experience was so positive. There was no pressure. It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee you when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun!
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
A small historic town in Idaho's Bitterroot Mountains.
It's really unparalleled. 2 ski resorts are 15 minutes away from here.
Wallace.
The entire city's on the National Register of Historic Places.
Fly the Northwest.
Just take a look around. It's gorgeous.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next live, from the bride, Annette Binning, and from America's Culinary Cup, Padma Lakshmi.
I do like to eat my way through the world.
Sounds like a nice life.
today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now. Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have First Alert Weather days in place over the next handful of days because of the mountain snow we're expecting, especially for Blue Mountain passes, but the Cascade passes will definitely see some impacts as well. It's because of this storm system. The low pressure center is now making landfall on the coast of British Columbia. See, extending from this, we have an occluded front, cold front, a warm front, and this is the catalyst for wind gusts picking up and precip chances picking up as well. So we'll put all this into motion with Futurecast radar. Just an absolute mess out there for this morning, but then trending a little bit drier, at least for lower elevations as we head into the afternoon and evening, but can't rule out some additional rainfall during that time frame. I want you to pay attention to the mountains though, because it's going to be a non-stop onslaught of moisture as we head into Thursday and then as we head into Friday as well. Now, even though it looks like there's more action for the Cascades right now, when you see the snowfall totals, it looks as if the Blues are actually going to see the bigger impacts. Of course, sometimes Futurecast can go by a little bit quick, so you can see those hour-by-hour precip chances for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app, free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are some of those snowfall totals we're anticipating through 4 p.m. on Friday. Around 10 inches of snow for Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens Pass. Definitely nothing to scoff at, but in comparison to this, I mean, we could have 2 feet of snow for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, some decent amounts for Cabbage Hill and Interstate 84. This is bad news for past travel, but this is excellent news for snowpack, which desperately needs just a snow just like this, and we're going to get some more as we head into next week. Now, for lower elevations, after today, you see little ticky-tack shower chances for the Tri-Cities. It doesn't look all that impressive, but as we turn our attention back up to the mountains for next week, 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 in the morning next Wednesday, perhaps another 2 feet of snow for Cascade passes. And if this verifies, well, we would certainly need this. We need more storm systems. I want to see like 5 or 6 storm systems just like this lined up, because that's how dire the straits we are in right now. So here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Wet and windy today, mostly dry for the rest of the forecast. And then for Yakima, a 50-50 chance of rain today, maybe another shower on Friday. For Ellensburg, gusts up around 45 to 50 miles per hour for today, Thursday, and Monday. It's going to be pretty windy for Sunday as well. For Hermiston, wet and windy Wednesday. Winds linger as things turn beautiful again for tomorrow. And finally, for Walla Walla, washout stuff today, especially in the morning. Then some interesting chances for a wintry mix as we head into next week.
All right, Josh, thank you. 6:22 is your time. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest. From crazy trains to crazy rumors. In this morning's entertainment, Ozfest is returning with Sharon Osbourne, confirming the lineup. And actor Jim Carrey personally accepting his award in France last week, despite rumors to the suggesting otherwise. We'll have the full details coming up in your entertainment headlines after the break.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
Listen up. You've got 4 days and 4 days only to save like never before.
During the 4-day super sale at Furniture Row. That's 4 days where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. No limit. Shop sofas and sectionals, dining tables, chairs, bedroom sets and kids' beds, and much, much more. Best of all, buy now, pay later with 0 interest and no down payment. But don't wait. The 4-day super sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Initiate re-entry.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers can save too.
Touchdown.
Also, your family's free too. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive.
Welcome home.
So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine. On sale for just $2,098. Save $650 today. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Looking for a used vehicle? Trust the dealer with over 60 years in the Tri-Cities, Overturf Volkswagen. Find a large expanded inventory, fully serviced and thoroughly reconditioned vehicles, on-the-spot financing, top dollar for your trade. Overturf Volkswagen, Kennewick.
First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now.
Always on your side.
6:26. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Talking entertainment news this morning. Ozzy fans, get ready to bark at the moon because Ozzfest is coming back in 2027 with the late Ozzy Osbourne's blessing. During a conference in France last month, Sharon Osbourne said the festival is absolutely coming back. Osbourne said the couple decided before Ozzy's death that Ozzyfest could work without him.
The return comes after a nearly decade-long hiatus. The last Ozzfest was held in 2018, just weeks before the Black Sabbath frontman became ill.
All aboard the crazy train because Sharon Osbourne says they are turning the reveal and revival into an even bigger production.
And from the headbanging at Ozzfest to headlines in Paris, fans and conspiracy theorists alike have been talking about one of Hollywood's biggest jokers, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, multiple sources confirm conspiracy theorists are wrong, and actor Jim Carrey did accept his own award in France last week. Some believe a look-alike took his place. They believe he was a full-blown clone.
Well, Carrey's representative and the general delegate of the award show both say the person on stage was indeed Carrey. One source of rumors to the contrary is a post from a drag artist who's able to make himself look like other people. It shows a mask and a wig, and its caption reads, quote, Alexis Stone as Jim Carrey in Paris.
Another cause of rumors is that Carrey looked different than usual at the event. So those are the pictures there. What do you think?
His skin looks a little smoother. His cheekbones look a little bit more defined. I know that can happen sometimes, like right after you get Botox. I think that's probably what happened. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's funny. I was watching videos, trending videos, I think over the weekend about this. And I'm like, yeah, he does look a little different.
Hey, he does have experience with a mask, right?
He does. That is true. That is true. All right, 6:28 is your time. Still ahead on Good Morning Northwest. City leaders in Hermiston passing an ordinance defining unlicensed mobile vendors as a nuisance. Coming up, we will hear from city leaders to see how the move aims to balance safety, fairness, and business opportunities. Plus, Josh Colbreth, of course, tracking your First Alert forecast, so stay with us.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Good evening, everybody.
To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team.
So it's a rain snow mix for now.
Chief meteorologist Josh Colbreth started his career in the Pacific Northwest 5 years ago, moving to Apple Valley News Now in 2024. His forecasts detail the microclimates in our area, which can vary greatly. He loves the challenge of weather science and bringing accurate forecasts home to you. First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. Only one station, Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Clear out clutter and help build homes right here in the Tri-Cities. Tri-County Partners Habitat for Humanity is hosting our Fill a Truck event at the Richland Habitat Store on March 13th and 14th from 11 to 4 p.m. Donate gently used furniture, appliances, building materials, home goods, and more. Every item sold at the Habitat Store helps fund affordable homes for local families, plus free French fries and local vendors at the event. Let's fill the truck. Your donations build homes.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. What do you think?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg meal for $5.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Hump Day! Good morning, everybody. March the 4th. Thank you for joining us. Austin Reed alongside Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth. We thank you for joining us. Jade Elliott is off this morning, and wow, I'm here and I'm feeling okay.
You feeling okay?
Feeling all right.
Not too tired?
Not too tired. Went to bed around 10 o'clock, so...
Probably helps that walking outside this morning. It feels weird, doesn't it?
It's super weird. It was quiet. Dutch Bros wasn't open.
Yeah,
like...
it's really mild out there. It's like 47 in the Tri-Cities, which is almost like unheard of for this time of the year at this time of the morning. And so something is in the air. We got a lot of active weather on the way. We have first alert weather days because the snowfall we'll see up in the mountains, especially for the Blues through Friday afternoon. Then there's another round of snow for late on Sunday through at least the first half of next week. That one looks like it's more so going to impact the Cascades, and then a lot of gusty weather in the forecast, but especially for Wednesday, so today, tomorrow, and then Sunday and Monday. Okay, just to reiterate, first alert weather days through 4 p.m. on Friday, as we can see 10 to 24 inches of snow for our mountain passes. The biggest impacts are going to be for the Blues. We'll certainly see some impacts for Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass, though. First alert radar is showing you it's still mainly rainfall at pass level right now, and also some light rainfall for the basin and for the foothills. Temperatures, like me and Austin were just talking about, it feels almost surreal out there. 47 for the Tri-Cities, 49 for Walla Walla. You'll definitely need some sort of jacket as you're headed out the front door, though. Here's your umbrella cast for this Wednesday for the Yakima Valley. Not all that wet for today. We're thinking the best chances for precip today going to be for the basin and for the foothills. Windy all throughout, as we'll have gusts anywhere between 25 to 45 miles per hour, and more wind gusts in the forecast like we were just talking about. And I'll talk about it a little bit more coming up a little bit later in the show.
Josh, we'll see you then. We're going to start this half hour of news in Northern Oregon as the Hermiston City Council is cracking down on unlicensed mobile vendors. Members unanimously passed an ordinance which defines unlicensed mobile vendors as a nuisance under city code. Leaders say the update strengthens enforcement tools and creates clearer standards. It outlines requirements for proper permits, approved locations, hours of operation, and compliance with health and safety regulations. Officials say the goal is to support legitimate vendors while maintaining safe streets, adequate parking, and fair competition for brick and mortar businesses.
We have no way of contacting the property owner. We don't know that. And so it takes a lot more time, and then you're just really chasing cats, because then you're going to have to hope that they show up the next week just to make contact with them. And, inevitably the next week it's going to be somebody totally different that's showing up.
City officials say the new ordinance will allow code enforcement officers to more directly educate violators about the rules and issue fines for repeat offenses. All right, 6:35 is your time. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, athletes from around the globe calling the Tri-Cities Ironman one of the very best. This morning, we have the details on why this course is getting worldwide praise and what exactly makes it stand out. We're on your side, and we're back right after this.
Dateline tonight on Apple Valley News Now's My Network TV.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
When a migraine strikes and I've taken a trip down, side effects like dizziness can throw me off. Migraine again. Ubrelvy works differently. It keeps me in rhythm, quickly stopping migraine pain within 2 hours. And some have pain relief that lasts all day, so I can handle whatever the day may throw at me. Don't take if allergic or with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Tell your doctor all medicines you take. Report increased blood pressure or color changes, pain, or numbness in fingers or toes. Get help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, which may occur days after use. Ask your doctor how you can stop migraine attacks and stay in rhythm with Ubrelvy.
Are you suffering with constant agonizing knee pain? Have you been told that you have arthritis or are bone on bone? Is knee pain making simple activities like walking stairs or kneeling impossible? If this sounds familiar, the next 60 seconds could change your life. Do not let knee pain control your life any longer. Our powerful program addresses the underlying causes of knee pain without masking symptoms. There is no use of drugs, injections, or surgery. Do not miss this opportunity. Call now to see if we can help. If you qualify for care, day 1 we will perform a trial treatment. Please listen carefully. You will know by the end of the first visit whether or not we can help you. Do not hesitate. Call now. You don't need to suffer any longer. Call right now to see if you qualify for our program that has transformed thousands of lives. Call before it's too late and take the first step towards the knee pain relief you deserve.
Community outcry over a Kennewick sex offender facility.
I was just flabbergasted that this is something that's happening in a neighborhood that has so many children.
There are children living literally next door.
Only one station, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next live, from the bride, Annette Binning, and from America's Culinary Cup, Padma Lakshmi.
I do like to eat my way through the world.
Sounds like a nice life.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have a lot of gusty weather in the forecast over the next 7 days, but we're especially circling today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. So for today, gusts up around 45 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley. For tomorrow, a little bit closer to 50 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, these are more so preliminary forecast numbers, but you see still up around 40 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley. And then as we head into Monday, those values kind of hovering around the same level. And then you factor in the snowfall that we'll have up in the mountains. I'm not saying it's going to be blizzard-like conditions up in the mountains, but we could definitely see some reductions in the visibility because of that combination of snow and wind gusts. So another reason to stay vigilant out there. And as always, you can see hour by hour wind gusts yourself. They can ebb, they can flow, but you can track them yourself for your exact home address by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app. For today, not as mild as yesterday, but still up around 60 degrees for the Tri-Cities. Overnight lows, not as mild as what we're seeing for this morning, as we'll drop back down into the 30s for lower elevations, some 20s up in the mountains, but trending more mild once again. It's if we have 5 more degrees here, we could almost say it's warm outside, but 64 very comfortable by the time we get to Sunday. But then that storm system in the next week going to drop us down by a considerable amount, and those overnight lows going to drop back down to around freezing as well. That's going to be round number 2 of snowfall on the docket. Round number 1 that we're going to deal with through 4 p.m. on Friday. I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
Josh, thank you. 6:40 is your time in local sports now. The Ironman 70.3 race in the Tri-Cities was just named the best run course worldwide by the Athletes' Choice Awards. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable puts the honor into perspective.
The same path you might walk every day is the same one athletes from around the world call the very best. The Ironman 70.3 race in the Tri-Cities was named the best run course worldwide by the Athletes' Choice Awards.
And to be named the #1 race course in the world is pretty fantastic. It says a lot about our community. It says a lot about the beautiful course that we have along the river and the community that's down there. But I think it says even more about the people, the volunteers and the community support and all that energy that comes down. That's what really makes a difference in a running event.
There are 114 different Ironman 70.3 courses worldwide, making being ranked #1 an impressive feat. Now, along with being ranked the #1 running course in the entire world, it's also ranked #3 in overall satisfaction, and it's the 3rd best swim course in North America. The 70.3 in the name represents the amount of miles the course covers. With swimming, biking, and running involved, the help of many agencies throughout the Tri-Cities are required in order to put on a strong race.
We run along the riverfront there in Richland, the Riverfront Trail. Most of the course goes through the parks and area there along the riverfront. So big shout out to the Richland Parks and Rec Department and the staff that has created and developed such a beautiful place down there.
There were 1,200 volunteers that make sure everything ran smoothly for the over 2,000 athletes competing. This was just the 2nd annual Ironman race held in the Tri-Cities, and it has already received worldwide recognition. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Jake, thank you. 30,000 athletes worldwide provided the feedback used to determine the 2025 award winner. The 3rd annual race will take place September 20th. Registration is currently open. 6:42 is your time on this Wednesday. Coming up, we've got your morning sprint. Everything you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Plus, Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. Hey, quick travel alert for you. US 730. This is in Oregon. Road construction occurring right now. It's causing some minimum delays to traffic, so just use a little bit of caution. Also, we're monitoring a crash in Hermiston, Highway 395 at milepost 5.5. Watch for delays in that area. We're on your side, and we're back right after this.
And good
evening, everybody.
To make great newscasts, you need great resources and an experienced team. Stacy Lee has deep roots in our area, with her family homesteading near Dayton more than 100 years ago. She started her broadcast career in Tri-Cities Radio in 1995 and moved to television weather 6 years ago. She enjoys the outdoors and bringing accurate forecasts home to you. First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee. Only one station, Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Always on your side.
This is the Tempur Active Breeze. It's designed to help sleepers with different climate needs rest comfortably all night. So no more fighting over the AC or the covers, because the Tempur Active Breeze Smart Bed delivers a sleep temperature range of up to 30 degrees and helps you and your partner get the personalized comfort you need for the deep, undisturbed rest you deserve.
And score a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Plus, 72 months, no interest. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Central Washington has grown and changed over the years, and through it all, what has remained the same is the dedication of Abeyta Nelson Injury Law. Since 1982, our attorneys have been trusted by countless people in need. We listen, we care. We know what it takes to fight for justice. That's why our clients and their families return, generation after generation. Abeyta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
For 50 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral. Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some, gimme Some Bagels.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is celebrating 31 years with 3 unforgettable ways to join in on the fun March 7th. The night begins with an anniversary fireworks show lighting up the sky. Then transport back to the 90s during the throwback dance party after the show. And finally, on March 6th, 7th, and 8th, we're giving you a free entry to win a new Toyota 4Runner on March 29th. The excitement doesn't stop at Wild Horse Resort and Casino Pendleton. For more information, visit wildhorseresort.com.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We have First Alert weather days in front of us through 4 p.m. on Friday, as we're expecting up around 2 feet of snow for our mountain passes, and it's because of this storm system right here that's making landfall on the coast of British Columbia. Extending from that is an occluded front, a cold front, a warm front. What does all that mean? Well, it just means it's going to be a catalyst for wind gust and rain and snow chances picking up across the region. So let's put this into motion with Futurecast radar. Just a total mess out there for this morning. But as we trend into the afternoon, we'll trend drier for lower elevations, but watch what happens for the mountains as we head into tonight and then eventually into tomorrow. Just this constant onslaught of moisture into both mountain ranges. So we'll see some pretty impressive totals for both mountain ranges, but especially for the Blues, and we'll show you said totals here in just a second. But if you want to see hour-by-hour rain and snow chances for your exact home address, you can do just that by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, here are some of those aforementioned snowfall totals we're anticipating for the Cascades through 4 p.m. on Friday. A matching pair of 10s for Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens Pass, but that pales in comparison to the 2 feet of snow we're expecting for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. Even some decent totals for ID4 on Cabbage Hill. All that to say, if you plan on traveling over our passes during that time frame, have the tire chains, have the winter safety kit ready to go. Now, there's another round of snow for next week. Now, what that looks like for lower elevations is just a low-end chance that we could see some rainfall in the Tri-Cities again by Monday. But as we turn our attention back up to the mountains, maybe another 2 feet of snow for Cascade passes from 4 p.m. on Sunday to 4 a.m. next Wednesday. This time, it doesn't look like the Blues are going to get as much, even though 5 to 6 inches of snow for Oregon 204 Tollgate still will impact pass travel, but the biggest impacts look to be up in the Cascades. This is a good news, bad news scenario. The good news is that we need snow. We need a lot more snow just like this. But the bad news is that, yeah, pass travel will end up being impacted if this verifies. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Wet and windy today, mostly dry for the rest of the forecast. Then for Yakima, 50-50 chance of rain today, maybe another shower on Friday. And then for Ellensburg, gust up around 45 to 50 miles per hour for today, Thursday, and Monday. For Hermiston, wet and windy Wednesday. Winds linger as things turn beautiful again tomorrow. And finally, for Walla Walla, washout stuff for today, especially in the morning. Then some very interesting chances for a wintry mix next week. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, new details on the former American Idol contestant accused of murder.
Okay. Take a breath. Is she gone? Look at me. Look at me. Take a breath.
It was about 2:30 in the morning, February 16th. Caleb Flynn had placed a frantic call to 911 blaming an intruder for killing his wife, Ashley.
Somebody broke into my home. Somebody broke into my home and shot my wife.
What are you seeing?
My wife she's got 2 shots to her head. There's blood everywhere. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
When police arrived to his home near Dayton, Ohio, they found Ashley Flynn dead. And after being questioned by police, Caleb Flynn was arrested several days later for her murder. Flynn, who appeared on the 12th season of American Idol, is now charged with murder, assault, and evidence tampering. He has pleaded not guilty. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the very latest on the investigation. With your GMA First Look, Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep you out of the picture. Now, there's Skyrizi.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Control of my symptoms means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
Get back in the picture. Skyrizi is proven to help deliver relief, repair, and remission. Feel significant symptom relief as early as 4 weeks. Skyrizi is proven to help visibly repair damage of the intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year, and help people achieve lasting remission.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or UC.
Ready to get back in the picture with Skyrizi?
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and UC combined.
Now, the morning sprint.
6:51 is your time. Good morning. Austin Reed in for Jade Elliott on this Wednesday. Let's get to your morning sprint real quick. We're talking flight delays. I want to tell you, if you're flying out of PSC in the Tri-Cities, everything for arrivals and departures on time and scheduled. We do have one flight delay out of the Yakima Airport. That is airline AMF. It's flight 1996. It is delayed. It was scheduled to leave at 6:49 a.m., so watch for that. All right, let's talk national news this morning. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is expected to testify today before the House Oversight Committee. Lawmakers will focus on fraud and the alleged misuse of federal funds in the state. The hearing comes after an investigation was launched into how taxpayer dollars have been handled. Previous estimates from former federal officials suggest fraud in the state's Medicaid programs could reach nearly $9 billion. The outcome could shape how Minnesota handles taxpayer dollars in the future. In your sports headlines this morning, former Major League Baseball star Mark Teixeira is projected to win the Republican primary in a Texas district that includes sections of San Antonio. Teixeira, who received an endorsement from President Trump, is looking to succeed GOP Representative Chip Roy, who is campaigning for state attorney general. The former first baseman had a 14-year career playing for several teams, including the Atlanta Braves and Texas Rangers. He also won a World Series with the New York Yankees in 2009. 6:53 now. Here are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. In Pasco, police have determined the cause of death for the man found in a car submerged at Chiawana Park last Friday. Authorities are now ruling the death as a suicide after initially investigating it as a homicide. The man, identified as Jason Watts, was on trial in Franklin County on child molestation and rape charges. Police worked with the Franklin County Coroner's Office and confirmed he died from cold water drowning. Richland City Council is exploring the idea of adding more speed and red light cameras. City staff presented recent data showing how cameras in other Washington cities reduced speeding and repeat offenses. Council members say the goal is to improve safety, particularly in areas with high pedestrian traffic. The discussion is ongoing. No final decision has been made. Sunnyside has appointed Rosalind Oglesby as interim city manager. Council members say her experience in city administration and finance will help steady operations while they search for a long-term hire. She steps in after recent leadership changes at City Hall. The recruitment process for a permanent city manager still underway. Hermiston City Council passing an ordinance targeting unlicensed mobile vendors. The update defines violators as a nuisance, creates clear standards for permits, hours, and locations. It also strengthens enforcement. City leaders say the goal is to support legitimate vendors while keeping streets safe and maintaining fair competition for local businesses. And Washington State kicking off a new round of We Keep WA litter-free commercials. And this time they have brought in a puppet marmot to get the message across. The campaign is designed to encourage residents to pick up trash and keep public spaces, including parks, rivers, and neighborhoods, clean. 6:55 trending this morning, a fun and tasty way to give back in Illinois this week. Students at a Buffalo Grove Elementary School celebrated the end of their cereal drive with a domino-style demonstration, toppling all 335 boxes in a colorful display.
The breakfast bounty won't just look good, it's actually headed to a local church to support community food banks. The simple idea makes for a big impact and serves a reminder that even small efforts can make a difference for families in need. And you just know those teachers and the students were sweating it out in the lead up to knocking everything down.
You know, speaking of schools, it's March 4th. It's National Marching Music Day, and you were in a band.
I was. Guess what instrument I played? I told
Was it the trombone?
Yes. But people can always guess just based on
your look.
I guess
your vibe.
My face just screams trombone. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Weather-wise today, a little wet out there.
Yeah, it's going to be wet. It's going to be windy, snowy for the mountains. Okay. More rounds of snow on the way for the mountains. A lot of active weather in the forecast. It went from nothing for months and months to all of a sudden like winter's trying to play catch up. So let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert radar. You can see just a big mess, big conglomerate of rainfall there on the map. It's kind of been on the edge, teeter-tottering on the edge of the Tri-Cities all morning, but Hermiston, Walla Walla, Pendleton, seeing some fairly steady rainfall there. And it still looks like we haven't fully transitioned to snow yet for the mountains. I think that will happen sooner as opposed to later. Temperatures out there just unbelievably mild for this time of the morning, for this time of the year. It's 47 for the Tri-Cities, 46 for Sunnyside. Good deal cooler for places like Yakima and Ellensburg. Your umbrella cast for this Wednesday for the Tri-Cities, the best rain chances is going to be in the morning, but after that, we'll hold on to some decent rain chances. It's definitely not going to be a washout. The best chances for rainfall today going to be for the basin, but especially for the foothills. Highs in the 50s, could be pretty close to 60 in the Tri-Cities, and those gusts across the map between 25 to 45 miles per hour. Those big weather stories, we got a lot of them. Up around 2 feet of snow for a mountain passes through 4 p.m. on Friday. Another round of snow, this time mainly impacting our Cascade passes from 4 p.m. on Saturday to 4 a.m. next Wednesday. And many chances to see gusts up around 45 to 50 miles per hour, especially in the Kittitas Valley. But we're circling today, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. Did you get all that?
I got it all.
Awesome.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Updates anytime. Go to AppleValleyNewsNow.com. It was fun waking up with you this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for joining us. From all of us here, hoping your news is good news. Good Morning America coming at you next.